Making a little demo vid from a guitar I got on reverb.com from a seller in, I think, Hermosa or Huntington Beach. I think Hermosa. Bootlegger Guitars, I believe is the guy's name. This guitar has some issues, and the guy we didn't get along, so it wasn't easy to deal with, and he hasn't sent me a return label, but I'm going to show you this guitar here. A couple things that are wrong with it. Tons of fret noise, even doing the proper adjustments here. And, you know, the usual on a guitar that you adjust to get the fret noise out. This arm heart here is not supposed to move like this. Watch. It's loose, and that's fully tightened. Down here, the factory didn't get this groove. There's a groove in here deep enough to make it so this bar is actually stable. And this seller told me that's how they're made, that's how they're designed. I've owned 3 of these guitars, I still have 1, and that's not how they're designed. This is stable, it doesn't move. It's not meant to move. This groove here fits nicely, and it secures everything. And at the top here, this is on the guitar that I bought from him, where it's not deep enough because you can't even screw this tightening nut on all the way in. This is as tight as I can get it. My light's not good. I'm in a room filming on a table, but so that's my old one that works. This is his. Let's see here that he sold me. This on this one doesn't fit properly because this doesn't screw in all the way. This is as tight as I can get it, and it still just moves around. So it's an annoying. I mentioned this to the guy. He's like, no, he basically didn't want to take any credit. He's saying, no, that's how they're designed. All my other ones are like that. And I told him, well, then that means you got a bad batch from the factory. That's not my responsibility, man. Fret noise. Here's another thing I noticed recently. The tone knob. This isn't wired correctly, because watch when I hold with any type of sustain, whatever, and then I move this tone knob here around. You can listen to what happens. Doesn't change the tone. Doesn't affect the tone. It switches back between the pickups because it's not wired correctly inside. This guy on his website claims, don't buy the Japanese stuff, only the Korean ones are better, which is what this model is. He's right about one thing. This model, the newer models have actual saddles, which makes it so the strings don't break. On my old model, my original, the reason I bought another one, this horrible bridge here, it's just a sharp edge of metal with some grooves cut out of it, and the strings break a lot. But yeah, so I have to open a case and go through all this crap with this guy that sold me this guitar, and it doesn't, you know, he didn't offer. If I wanted to keep this, I would have had to buy tools, which I don't have, like a router to get the groove deeper in here, and a file to file it deeper, and then my time, you know, it was $250 for this, and he sells them $300. But yeah, so anyways, that's my review of this guy. I think it's bootlegger.com, Hermosa Beach, California, selling on Reverb. Reverb, by the way, man, their customer service trying to get a hold of people is pretty crappy. I mean, all you can get is a chat, if you can even find it, which took me a while, and I did, and then they say they're going to get back to you. So we'll see what happens. And in the end, I might have to go through PayPal. But, you know, I was willing to work with this guy, but his tone was like, no responsibility of his. That's how they're made. And then he sent me some pictures. I sent him pictures of this, comparing the two for reference. And he said, oh, I'll send you pictures of the ones I have. And I asked him if they were all like this. So he sent me pictures, but not of this actual part. He's like this. Here's a picture. And from a distance, here's a picture, like not even relevant to what I had sent him of the comparison photos. So yeah, I don't know. This guy has good ratings, but anybody who's shopped on eBay long enough, and I'm sure Reverb does the same thing, knows that those companies will take away negative reviews of sellers just to get more sales for their company. So, you know, to each his own. That's just my little experience with bootlegger.com or at Hermosa Beach on reverb.com.